Oh, guess what? It's another camping video, and this day my dad's coming along with me. So, retired old fart was in another video, wasn't it? Years ago.
This is a retired old fart, the return.
Yeah, he's back, boys and girls. Some of my older viewers would remember when my dad, Sandy, and Scott all went camping a few years ago now, wasn't it? When we was on holiday.
Absolutely, brilliant time.
Yeah, and time's moved on, and it's just us this time, and we're in a local spot, and you're not going to believe the stuff that we've hauled in. Look at this.
This is what we brought in.
Yeah, look at this.
Between us.
We got the PLC Bergens. They're probably about 70% loaded each. My dad carried his own, I carried mine. A couple of chairs, the cot bed from BCB, candle lanterns, food, and that's pretty much us. Yeah. Obviously we can go lightweight if you wanted to, but this is all about comfort, so if you can carry it, you carry it.
And I carried it.
You did, didn't you? Yeah, well done.
And I've just passed my other birthday. I'm now officially 70.
70 years old.
70.
And he's rocking the PLC Bergen. That's awesome. Okay, so before we do anything, the most important thing to do is get chairs out before I sit down. Isn't that right, eh?
Absolutely.
Don't be standing around being uncomfortable if you can help it.
I need a rest, and I'm having one.
And also, you know, when you come to these places, we're going to be doing, you know, creating firewood and all the rest of it. And you're going to need a tool to do that. Now, my dad's brought this little tool out, which we're going to show in a bit more detail a bit later. But before we do, I've got a knife. Well, my dad hasn't, but he has now. Ooh. Yeah, look at that.
Oh dear, this is... Oh, I do love that. Gently, Bentley.
Yeah, it's tight.
Oh, look at that.
Now, that is one.
Oh, this is ace.
That's yours now.
Mine?
Yeah, you get to keep that.
Oh, brilliant.
Now, some of you guys, older subscribers, will remember when I went to my friend Sandy at Jack Raw Knives, and I actually made that knife with Sandy, done not most of the work, but a good bulk of the work myself. And I've used it as one of my first true bushcraft knives. And he made the sheath, and Scott done the ferro rod, Wessex blades, that's all on there. And it was passed on to a friend of mine who's done a brilliant job within the community, James. He's actually a scout leader now, so something that really does mean the world to me is people bothered to learn skills and indeed pass it on to the kids, because without the kids knowing all this stuff, we're doomed pretty much. So James has had that for a year, it's come back, Sandy's reconditioned it, and it now belongs to my dad. Let me just take that off you just for a little bit. Just
chuff the nipples with that. That's ace.
You've got your own blade now.
Oh, bro.
No, Sandy will probably cringe because this is an old knife, and he does do an amazing stuff now.
Tell Sandy I will look after it.
Yep. Totally awesome. So that now belongs to my dad. Coca-Cola scales, and obviously the Wessex blade ferro rod too. So that now belongs to my father.
And I will give that the respect and care it deserves. So thank you very much, one and all.
That's all right. Just make sure that you keep it oiled, because it'll rust the hell, yeah? And go careful, because it's so sharp. Oh, it really is, right? So now you've got a knife to play with.
Oh, brilliant. Love it.
Wicked. All right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, we've got some new boots now, and I'm dying to see what they're like. They're supposed to be Gore-Tex, right? These have never been in water. I've been wearing them for about a week at work, and they're the most comfortable lightweight boots I've ever worn in my life. They're fantastic. They really, really are. But of course, it's early days, so we don't know what they're going to be like out in the field. So we've got a nice, new, clean pair of lowers. These ones are the Zephyr model, the GTX high leg, because they come high up the leg, obviously, 8 inches. And they're a desert boot, but it is Gore-Tex. So we're going to see what it's really like. Wow, so far so good. what I've noticed with Gore-Tex before is sometimes after about 20 seconds you start to feel the water seeping in. But these, I can feel that the water's cold, but there's definitely no water inside my boot. And in fairness, I'm not right up to the top. I'm just down to, you know, sneaker sort of depth, if that makes sense. Oh, that's a bit deeper. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so there they are. It's amazing. Even though they're like suede leather, there's not one drop of water inside my bike. In my feet there, it's awesome. I like that. Alright, so obviously we've got to make this water clean, right? We're going to be drinking that, not a chance.
That one goes on there.
We've got some old stoves to play with, haven't we?
Absolutely.
Dad's got Hexie and I've got Esbit, so yeah, it'd be good to see them working together, eh? Oh. So now we've got the water in there, that's okay for us to drink whenever we want. Because we're doing boiling the bags, we'll probably just be using that, no bother filtering it really. But that's good to drink anytime we want. Okay, before we go any further, I'm only going to forget this, but first time I'm trying out this. Now all it is it's an insect repellent. But this one is 100% natural, right? There's no nasty chemicals and whatnot, because you know, some of us do have like allergies with skin, etc. So what me and my dad done is we just sprayed this all over our house before we come out. That was an hour ago. They reckon, how long does this last for? Up to 5 hours. So that's cool. So all I'm going to be doing is telling you the truth on how we get on with this stuff. Because what I don't want to do is to say, oh yeah, boy, this is brilliant, and then everyone comes a cropper, right? So we're going to let you know exactly how this goes on. There's no DEET or nothing in there, right? So, bloody hell, I just noticed. It's safe for our vegan friends. So of course, if it's safe for them, it's safe for anyone. That's cool, awesome. So yeah, if we get eaten alive, believe you me, we will be telling you all about it. Right, I bet you're wondering what we're going to be eating.
Oh no.
Now, have you ever wondered
Oh my God.
what the modern day British Army
Ooh.
eat? Yeah, we got a 24-hour ration pack, people.
Ooh.
And I've taken it all apart and personally tailored it to what I think you're going to like to eat.
Ooh,
So there's no
nice.
nasty surprises in there. So that's it, Merry Christmas. And obviously I've got one myself. So that's a good thing if you get quite a few of them. You can sort of mix and match them to what you want.
Oh God, look at this.
It was always the same, you know, when you was issued a ration pack. It was always what have I got, what have I got? Because what the menus say is not often what you actually get. And it was a big case of swapping stuff. So, this will be a laugh. It's got, look at this. Now these, I believe, are issued to UK forces now, but it looks suspiciously like an American MRE. And as we all know, MRE stands for Meals Rejected by Ethiopians. So good luck with that.
A plethora of goodies.
Yeah, possibly. Oh man, there's all sorts of goodies in here like you wouldn't believe.
Oh dear, look at this. Caramel flavoured instant hot chocolate drink with sugar in. We're not allowed to mention the other bits.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously we eat relatively healthy. You know, this is like we don't eat this stuff all the time, and I don't endorse anyone eat this all the time. Not unless you want to change your bowel habits. Put it that way.
We're in the woods, so we can go where we like. As
Yeah,
long as
you
we dig a hole and cover it.
There's plenty of toilets out here. Yeah, you've got pillow rice or plain rice, and that's for breakfast. You've got beans, bacon, and potatoes.
Ooh, look at that.
But to go with your rice, steak and vegetables. One of the favourites, that one.
Oh.
You got peanuts in a tin, because they're
He's
always
shaking me nuts about.
it's always lovely, isn't it? Oh, I can't take you nowhere. Some things never change. And biscuits, fruit as well. No, they are a favourite.
I'll tell you what, I should shake my own nuts.
I'll tell you what, you don't want to touch that. What's this? Hot Diggity Dog original hot pepper sauce.
No.
Now I've tried some of that, and that takes Tabasco, throws it up in the air, headbutts it, and kicks it miles away. That stuff will boogie woogie on your brain and go very careful with that stuff. And I'm not joking. Right, toilet roll, of course. That has to go in there.
I
So,
should
yeah.
go al natural with the leaves that God provided.
You're going to be eating leaves.
No.
Eat shoots and leaves. So you can have anything you want out of that. It belongs to you now. So
Brill.
we're going to end up like fat piggies today, I think.
Oh,
Peanuts, snack
peanuts,
bars.
cereal bars, apple
Yeah,
and
the
cinnamon.
British Army these days, they do get some nice stuff, don't they? I mean, can you imagine what it's like in the trenches? What? They didn't have stuff like that, did they?
No. No.
It'd be a big bucket of gruel, I guess. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So, yeah, that's you, Property of Ministry of Defence. Guess what we've got going on here?
We're going to try.
Wow. They were left over when I was serving in the reserves. I can't believe that, man. That was about 1991 they was last used.
It's a light.
And it still works.
It's a light.
And yeah, we've just smacked up the hexi blocks and they're on the go. Awesome. So there you go. You got the old utility camping multi-tool, isn't it, from years ago? With the, yeah, look at that. I remember that as a kid. Man, that's well old.
This is older than funky. Our first camping tool.
Let's have a look close up.
Knife, fork, spoon,
It's got everything on there,
assorted
isn't it?
blades, scissors, bottle opener. If you're in the woods having wine, some people do sometimes, we got a corkscrew.
That's wicked, isn't it?
If you break your nails, you ladies, there's also a very tiny little thing to shape your nails.
But for eating MREs, it's pretty good, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think of the quality of the food that the British Army are getting these days in? It's not too bad, is it? I know they put some, you know,
It
eating
is
up.
very good.
It is, isn't it, on the whole?
Yeah, I
You know,
like it.
the way I tell people who haven't done it before is, you know, think of the best quality tinned food you can get, and it's
Nice.
and it's a little bit better than that, you know. So, mate, if I've been like busting my balls all day, you know, sitting down for some nice food like that, it's gonna be very welcome, isn't it? Right.
Very nice.
So while you're tucking into that, mine's not that far off now. Right, it's cooked. It took 3 of them blocks in total, those little Esbit things, which is a bit of a concern because I've only brought 4 with me, so oh well. So have to make it up as we go along, won't we?
I've
good
eaten mine.
Yeah, you didn't hang around. It's a good job we got 8 hexi blocks there, isn't it? Rather than little, silly little Esbit things, but there you go. Right. This is for some of you guys who haven't done this before, so forgive me if you've done this already. Put a glove on, it always helps me out. And all I do is I just squeeze the food down to the bottom. It's piping hot, so go careful, alright? Don't do this with your bare hands if you can avoid it. Once you've got it like that, put it on the floor, doesn't matter. Make sure you've got your knife ready. Make sure it's sharp as well. You don't want a blunt knife doing this. Now, it's easier to eat it sideways rather than the other way up. So, cut it as close as you want to. Here, where it actually is. Whoops. God, there's a lot in here. Blimey, do you know what? Sometimes you get a little bit, but this is like nearly full up. Wow. sits right near the top. Right, let's chuck that. Now you just got it easy in your hand, whoops, and your spoon. All that does is you haven't got to go miles down and muck your spoon up. You can actually eat out of it. I'm not going to tip it forward because it'll go everywhere. And that's basically it. And then you can mix it up. Alright. That's how I do it, and it works for me, so there you go. Another little tip. Well, that's it. Once you've got them cut open, you pretty much just eat them out of the bag. That way you don't really have to keep washing up your mess tins, etc. It's so convenient to just do it like that, you know, it works for me. So okay, so we just had our food and we've been a bit busy around camp, as you do. I thought we might as well just crack on and make ourselves at home for the next 24 hours or so, and it's gone quite well actually. And if you're a fan of DPM, you're going to like this. Okay, so we're by the stream, and look, yes, it's worked out pretty good. We just got two lean-tos pulled out facing each other, and we're going to have a fire pit in the middle. So, just quickly, what we got here, first aid kit. Just found a couple of sticks to prop them up, bungees, etc. Now I've gone for ultra comfort. We've got 3 self-inflating mats and a foam mat on top of a grain sheet. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we got our kit out. We're just going to show you guys what we're carrying this weekend. We've got a poo kit there, self-explanatory. A millbank bag, as used in a previous overnight video. We've got the Esbit folding stove, old beat up mess tin, Swedish knife, fork and spoon. We've got a brew kit in there, and we've got a ration pack there. We've got the Browning ultralight takedown saw. You now discontinued, so you can't buy these any longer, only second hand. My old Crusader, a mug with heavy cover lid, a Java drip for coffee, Fire Dragon just in case. We've got some fat wood from Rob Phillips in Australia, and my Jackclaw knife with a pretty crude little steel ring holding the dangler on there because there's no hoop on it. And this was a vote from Instagram. My Tops Steel Eagle 111A. Gave the guys a choice of 3 big knives to take this weekend. It was that, a Glock Martindale number 2, and my Choros chopper, and this one won hands down, so that's why it come out. Some water from the stream and our clean canteen. Ball hat for later on. Pea bottle, NATO trifold and shovel. Survivor 58 bottle. A little lightweight fleece for later on in case it gets a bit nippy. Sleeping bag is the Defence 4 from Corinthia. PLC olive green 120 litre Bergen. Just a little cheap chair, 10 quid I think. Had that 10 years from Argos, so that was a good deal. And the insect repellent, we just put a second dose on, and it's so far so good. Now, let's see. There he is, having a good time, Pops.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chilled out.
It is, isn't it?
Unwound. Waiting for lunch.
It is. It's proper reset time, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It really is. And today we've got the Furanoid Hurricane lamp, which is going to be sparked up later on. Put a little stick in there just in case you missed the guidelines, because it always happens, doesn't it? Thermarest, sorry, mat. And underneath this is new. I haven't showed you guys this yet, but on Instagram I have. Very hard to find now. It's 18mm thick, very very soft, heavy duty roll mat. A Dutch military issue which they use, and it's fantastic. If you find them, get them, because they're very hard to find now. MSS black sleeping bag. The Wonder Tool, I don't know what we're going to call that. And the Jackclaw that I gave my dad earlier. Possible pouch. And yeah, we're using the Mark II Crusader mug. Hexy, as we all know and love, absolutely love it to death. And stainless steel Dutch mess tin. Go on in, you know you want to get your little toy out, let's have a look.
There we go.
Now, when did you buy this? Do you remember what year roughly?
Well, it's older than you.
So it's over 44 years
It's
old.
over 44 years old.
I know I remember this when we used to go camping a long, long time ago. Now, don't worry about getting a knife out.
Oh, I can do it.
Wow.
As I've got arthritis in my thumb, it's a bit awkward, but I'll manage it.
Oh, look at that. So I'll tell you what, they don't make stuff like they used to, do they? They really don't.
No.
And that's, what, over 45 years old?
Yeah,
Well,
still going strong.
Yeah, it is, and it's been used a lot too. Just a bit of WD-40 now and again, work it back as a forwards, put it away. Lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely, love it.
I've eaten many beans on toast with that, you know.
Well, you'll be having it in the end, so there you go.
Oh, wicked. That is awesome. Right, this stuff here, blown away by it, to be honest.
It's good.
It is. It's been almost 5 hours since putting this on initially, and we're just going by the instructions where it says last up to 5 hours. So exactly 5 hours. Literally just took my top off, the t-shirt off, bare skin, sprayed myself all over, didn't rub it at all. Just give it about 30 seconds. It sort of soaks in, and then just got dressed again. Rolled my trousers up to my knees, sprayed it all over my legs. Again, gave it a little while, then rolled them back down. Didn't rub it in at all. But my skin feels like it's very, very cool. You know, like a deep heat, but like a freezing type sensation. And then I've checked there's no rash or anything like that. But I just feel like you just had a nice, good shower, you know, like a proper exfoliating scrub or something. Just feel really, really wide awake. Before I go any further, I did buy this. I'm not getting paid by these people, right? I just wanted to find something natural with no crap in it. And, you know, we're right by a stream. It's very humid. It's 96% humidity, we just checked. And there is a lot of bugs everywhere. And not one single bite, all right? So far, so good. We just have to remember, I think 9 or half 9 tonight, we'll have to reapply before bedtime, okay? Because we don't want to fall victim to the night beasts, because they will be about. So yeah, little progress report on the Incognito anti-mosquito insect repellent. Well, these are a nice little find. You can buy these up to 10 quid, alright? They're no money. It also enables you can bend it around 90 degrees like that. And it's awesome for just clearing the ground. It makes it so much little effort. Now, before you're doing your fire pit, you find somewhere you think's alright. You do this first, just to double check it's alright, because what you don't want to do is to start digging and find that there's a massive great big tree root there, and you've got to go somewhere else. So here already there's great big roots, so maybe it's not a good idea to put a fire here. So keep looking, but that just makes it so much more easier. All we've done now is we've gone back about 2 feet this way towards the river, and it's a lot easier now because we're not got so many roots. There's a few here, but I think what's happened is over the years people have lit surface fires, and it's just there you go, burnt off all the roots underneath. Okay, so that's why we dig it all out, light our fire. When we're done, we put it out properly, and we backfill it all, leave no trace. But no, this tool's great for doing this. It doesn't take too long at all. Once you've got it all loose, you pull it out. And apparently, what I was told was the British Army no longer builds shell scrapes. Now, that's a scary thought, because they're quite handy, you know. Right, we're almost done.
What happens when your hand catches fire?
Blow it out. Right, just wait for it to take a bit.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, that's the Australian stuff, mate. You don't want to muck around with that. And
Port Sea boy, don't hurt.
what we've done is we found some birch bark earlier and just made a wigwam teepee out of dry sticks that we found hanging up everywhere. There's loads of it, and that is us.
I declare this fire pit open.
Yeah, you're one of them twisted fire starters, mate, isn't it? You've done this before?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm a bonfire boy from the 50s.
Fair one.
We built a bonfire 40 foot high on a bomb site.
I bet you did as well.
We did.
Yeah.
We certainly did.
Those were the days, weren't
Absolutely.
they? Do you know what? You can't get away with stuff like that these days. You get people saying you're not allowed to do things like that.
Yeah. All the gangs all around Portsmouth, different places, they would all go out scrounging firewood, bombed out houses and stuff like that. Floorboards, bits of beds and doors and stuff like that. And we were quite famous for our big bonfires.
That's where I get it from then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just do a tiny little fire, but we thought, nah, we'll do a nice...
Tiny little fires are no good. If you're going to do a fire, do a fire.
Yeah, we'll do a big special one because, you know, we're going to be cooking on coals and stuff, so...
Whoa.
And it'd be nice to keep all them little bugs away later too.
Oh.
So there we go. Success. Lit with the special lighter from my mate Age, so that's special. We surfed together back in the days, and it's fitting that it started the fire on this special video. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right, we can't leave it like that. We got to put stage 2 on now. Oh yeah, oh bloody hell. Hello. It's hot dogs. Sorry about this, guys. That's alright. Evening. Oh man.
He's worth gold. He's worth
Freezing
fire.
before we try and keep warm.
Why not?
Yeah.
Keeps the bugs away as well, doesn't it?
Oh, that's the name of the game, mate.
There's a few of them around here.
And some jackets, bugs and all.
Lovely, yeah. As it should be.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just
Enjoy
melted,
your
just melted my kneecaps.
Sorry?
Just melted the kneecap. Oh man. That's pretty mental. Hello mate. You alright? You're on video, look, hello.
Yeah. He'd actually stay with you all night, that fella would.
Yeah? You want to look after us, do you?
Oh, you can. You can stay here.
You're a good boy, isn't you?
He'd chase all them badgers away.
Plenty of them, man.
Yeah, there is.
Where are you, sunshine? Don't you
He's
fall in the
he's
water.
got a couple.
Don't fall in the water.
Great, isn't it?
He'll get in the water. Yeah. He's grass now.
Vegetarian as well.
Yeah.
That's impressive, mate.
He has an apple a day.
He's just eating full vegans. Oh, bless him.
Yeah, enjoy your evening.
Yeah, thank you,
And
mate.
you.
You take care.
Have a good one.
Come on, Ross, come on. In you go.
Like that.
Bro, isn't it?
Oh.
In you go.
I'm saying this like dog walking path.
Yeah.
Go on, have your way.
It's
So,
nice, isn't it?
Have your way.
Oh, do you know what? I could even hard boil my nuts at this.
well, I don't want to go down that route.
Woo, buddy.
Come on. You can't stay with me.
That's searingly hot, isn't it? Ah.
Come on.
You don't want to go, Pessin, look.
Well, if he wants to camp out for the night, he knows where we are.
Well. It's just nice to kick back.
Nice, you like that. Certainly warm, isn't it?
Yeah. And do you know, have you noticed all of the bugs are gone?
Yeah, see, they will do.
Because then even if I near it, they're just going to melt. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Kamikaze bugs.
That's the thing, I know the fire would be mad initially, but when it dies down a bit, you just left it with the cold in.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's the quickest way to get cold, is to just nuke it at start, and then it'll die down when it needs to, isn't it?
Just keep topping it up.
All this stuff here, can you see all the foam coming out?
Yeah.
It's just drying out now, because it's all wet. Yeah. And how it's lit from a little bit of fatwood all the way from Australia, mate. Nice one, Rob.
Yeah, but worked a treat.
Work like a charm, sunshine. Work like a charm. Just a bit of Zippo and oof, check it out. Real fire.
He's now a fully fledged fire maker.
Yeah. Oh, wicked. You fancy a beer?
Silly question, really, isn't it?
Right, we're back.
We're back.
I'm on Hobgoblin, as you do, and you're on
Doombar.
Alexis Doombar.
Absolutely. And Hobgoblin.
All good stuff, ain't it?
Mm.
Yeah. I like when yours up.
I'm just going to go for a walk. And I'll come back because you've got to get dressed for lunch and dinner.
Alright, well your beer's open and it's in your chair, alright?
So I'm just going to get dressed for lunch. I may be some time. So as I got invited, I've decided to come dressed.
You dressed for the occasion?
I've dressed for the occasion. And here I am.
Sit down, make yourself at home.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, old boy.
Cheers.
Cheers. I like these little rollers, aren't they? Perfect, isn't it?
You must be dressed for the occasion for lunch.
Oh dear. That's naughty, that, isn't it? It's just a bottle opener. That's
the
all
way
it
you
is.
hold it.
Just a bottle opener. Right, Nick? Got that from my friend Mr. Nick.
Ah, lovely jubbly.
Clear. These springs.
You can rest and unwind.
I've got this now. I've got to keep working on.
Oh, well, see,
Getting old.
I'm old-fashioned, steam cleaned.
See, look, that's going nice, isn't it?
God.
Oh, I should have bought some bread and had some toast. Well, we're back. And guess what? An old camp favourite. Couple of spuds straight on the coals. You don't need that aluminium tin foil stuff. Straight on, innit? That'll do. And yeah, the beer's going down nice. You like that stuff, don't you? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Doom bar, happy days.
Spuds in the fire takes me back to our misspent youth.
Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, that's a proper fire right now. I'm so glad my feet are nice and warm because it's freezing with all this snow around, isn't it? So I was thinking earlier about you know, going to the woods and playing around, especially as kids and stuff. You got to tell these lot because these lot got no idea about black maggot. Because I want to pass that on to the grandkids, you see. And
Well, that was just a story I made up for you and Kevin,
yeah,
Darren's brother. And that was in the woods at Queen Elizabeth Country Park. I really, it's just a story made up. Not to frighten, but to just make going into the woods a bit more interesting. Apart from just wandering around doing this, doing that. And the secret was to look for black maggot's den.
that's right. Yeah, it was a den, wasn't it?
And that there's no actual description of black maggot. It was just a concept in your head, how you would
Yeah.
see
Bloody worked and all.
something,
I didn't run off.
and it was quite good.
Yeah.
And you both used to run around looking for den, but then we always made dens in the woods anyway,
Yeah, I remember.
you know. And
That's just always been there, isn't it? Building
Yeah.
dens and shelters,
oh, exactly.
air
yeah.
rifle, shooting tins and whatnot.
Well, you can't take air rifles into the woods at all now, can you?
Not even air rifle, no.
You know. And we chuck the old reeling in the back of the car, and off we go,
Yeah, how times have changed.
and have
haven't
a shooting practice in the woods. You just can't do that now.
they? That was in the mid to late 70s, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Public woodland, air rifle, not a problem.
Yeah. As long as you knew
Don't do that now, you get armed response. Come round on
Exactly.
shuts up a blood clot on your ass. That's bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best one we used to do was, we'd say to you, because you were the oldest, we're going to give you half an hour. You can run into the woods and hide. And we're going to try and find you.
Oh, I remember them. Yeah.
And that's what we used to do. So off you go. And there was that time,
Mug on your face, your hands.
yeah. You were so well hidden, we walked right over you. Remember that
Yeah.
one?
God,
You
that's
was
a long
like
time
behind
ago.
a log thing, and you hid yourself underneath the log. and
Early sniper training.
we just walked straight over the top of you. You never even thought to look, you'd be hiding underneath the log.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it was great fun.
That's it, that didn't really cost anything, does it?
No. You know, you had a whole day's entertainment.
Yeah. Now they try and push you into like going to these amusement theme parks where you got to spend money on their food and you can't take your own. And you spend a fortune in them places, and then you can just come here.
Yeah.
I mean, these trousers, 20 quid. This top, 20 quid. That's it. You don't have to spend a fortune. I mean, these shelters are 20 quid as well. You know,
Well,
you don't need to break the bank.
It's just geared up. All these so-called parks and stuff. Yeah, they're fine, but it is just so expensive.
Yeah.
You've heard people
Shame.
saying, you know, they're £200 or £300 for an afternoon or a day's entertainment. It's ridiculous. We could go to the woods and have a whole day's entertainment.
Yeah.
We take our own sandwiches, our own flasks, our own drinks, and all this sort of stuff.
I mean, how many bottles of this could you get for 200-300 quid? Quite a few.
That's
I wish I got more than one now. It's typical, isn't it?
That's another way to look at it.
Yeah.
It was just a case of,
But it is. You still love running around the woods, and even until it got dark, and then we'll come home and got washed up, cleaned up, went to bed, got up, went to school the next day on a Monday. You know,
exactly.
It was the norm, wasn't it?
What about that time when we found that, because we had a big open fire then, and
Yeah, we
found
did.
that bloody great big lump of, wow, it was a stump really. And we thought, right, what we do,
Yeah, I remember that.
we said to you
Damn,
two,
bro.
right, you got to get this back to the car. So we rolled it, we carried it, we pushed it,
Yeah.
and we finally got it back to the car, and it was an absolute bloody nightmare to try and get the thing in the car. We managed to get it because we had the estate then.
Yeah.
Got it
I remember
into
the
the car.
suspension going down when we put it in the food.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And we got it home, but it just wasn't dry enough, and we had to leave it in the garden for about 2
Yeah,
years.
we did. Yeah. It was proper damp and horrible, wasn't it?
And in 2 years, I had to break it up. You remember with that big sledgehammer?
Yeah. Took ages, didn't it?
The end of an axe, trying to smack it to bloody pieces to get it to go on a fire.
Oh, the stump of doom, as
The
my mate
stump of
Bruce
doom,
would
yeah.
say in America. Oh yeah. The stump
Bloody
of doom.
nightmare. I did finally get burnt, but it took a hell of a long time.
Yeah. But if I remember rightly, that made some really good toast as well. By them forks in front of the fire.
Well, that's another thing, wasn't it? When we decided to have an open fire put in the house, it was amazing. It was
I recommend anyone who's thinking about putting an open fire in their house, do so.
is to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it takes
Best
so long to
decision
clean
you
out.
ever made.
No, it don't.
No, you know.
I could clean that out, get a fire going, 15 minutes max.
There's little effort compared to what you get out of it.
Exactly.
And it did heat the room up well as well.
Yeah.
It didn't just look nice.
And Christmas time, bloody great big roaring fire going. You had all your lunches, and in the evening you had your toast and your
Pate on
marmalades
toast,
and
wasn't it?
patés and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. You're thinking,
Jam on toast.
God, this is bloody ace. This is.
Yeah. Those were the days.
No, wow, exactly.
Yeah, as I say, it's just such a shame that Joe Public in the UK right now, in 2016, can't come to the public with an air rifle and just do a little bit of target practice. There's so many
Exactly.
rules and regulations, and you can't do this and you can't do that.
Well, that's what rules and regulations are now. No one says, do this, but be careful. They say, don't do this, don't do that. You're not allowed to do this. Be careful. Don't do this. Every single notice you get put up is telling you something that you cannot do.
That's true.
Why don't they just put notice up to tell you the things that you can do?
Yeah.
Run in the woods and enjoy yourself. Not, oh, don't go in the woods in case you fall over and hurt yourself. Oh, no.
I know. I really don't. I just feel sorry for the youngsters growing up in a place where they're continually told, you got to do this, you got to do that, and they don't bother questioning it, you just do it. That's the problem.
Don't climb on trees in case you falls off. Well, you two are always climbing bloody trees. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
We've got a granddaughter now, and I take her into the little woods near us. Granddad, you climb the tree. You know exactly what you want to do. And up she goes.
Tree monkey.
Tree monkey, exactly.
Yeah, too right. That's the only way you're going to learn, though. And if you fall off and hurt yourself, the next time you're a bit more careful, isn't
Correct. That's as simple as that.
Because if you take away the chance and the choice to do it in the first place, you're never going to know if you were any good or you're going to enjoy climbing
Correct.
trees. It's
Correct.
removed from your for starting in the first place.
Well, like I
Bloody
said
wrong,
before,
isn't it?
I was quite lucky. My age group was brought up just after the war. Like I keep saying, bomb sites are playing, and the bomb sites are cleared, and they built new houses. We had all the new houses because they put scaffolding up. You have piles of bloody sand to jump in and tunnel into. You know,
you imagine the health and safety nowadays.
and all. Well, we never had no health and safety.
It was common sense,
Yeah.
and that was it. And that's what it should be.
And every year we built massive bonfires, and you had gang fights. Nothing drastic, you know. They weren't knifing
No
anybody.
tools, just
No
yeah,
tools. You just had a.
That's right. So it should be.
You know, it was. We considered it normal growing up without any fear. We go out in the streets, and when my dad had to go to work, because my mother died when I was very young, which meant I just had to run of the house, and school holidays, we just went out. You know, we only come home when it was dark. So in the morning we all got together. We'd either be down Sallyport, swimming all over the place,
Squirrel.
you know, and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And that was all day.
Oh no.
Then you got fed up, you went and played football on the common all day. You only stopped till it was
Yeah.
daylight.
Well, I remember going and play football after school until it got dark and then come home
Well, we were lucky because
all the time.
all of a sudden they brought out white plastic Frido footballs. So we could actually play football in the dark.
No excuse. Yeah. We had Astro pictures that are floodlit, you know, no excuse. Get out and
we
play.
never, we just had Southsea Common to play on,
Yeah.
and a white football when it got dark. It was amazing.
Thing
And no
is-
one thought anything of it. You played football for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, but back then, there wasn't, you know, smartphones,
Nothing.
social media,
Nothing whatsoever.
computer games. That didn't even exist.
No.
You know, there was your radio, your black and white telly if you were lucky, and
Yeah. Yeah,
that was it, wasn't it?
we didn't have a telly until I was a teenager, and that was a sixpence in the box
Yeah.
to give you an hour's viewing or something like that.
Look, a meter, wasn't it? Just turning
That's
around.
right. Our
Back in the
local
days,
pub,
it
the
used to
Robert Pill, they put a TV in their like hall at the back, and all us kids were allowed to go in there like 5 o'clock, half past 4, 5 o'clock, to watch all your, like I said before, all your Lone Rangers and Champion the Wonder Horse and
King
and
of the
all-
Rocket Men.
King of the Rocket Man, all that sort of stuff.
That's another thing. I used to love watching all the old sci-fi stuff because they used to repeat it in the 70s. You know, all the old black and white stuff.
Yeah.
And what was it? Flash Gordon, Conquer the Universe. All that
Well,
stuff.
yeah. My favourite was the
Oh,
Undersea Kingdom.
yeah.
And,
I've seen some of those.
We used to
DVDs.
go, I say, Saturday morning cinema club. We were all in there shouting at all this stuff, and
Oh, Saturday Pictures. Yeah, that was
you know.
reinvigorated when I was a kid too.
Yeah, but
That was-
these were cinemas that were full.
Yeah. Oh,
You know, you're talking
Yeah.
about 1,000 kids in there, all bloody screaming and hollering and shouting, and some
Yeah.
poor so-called concierge coming to tell you to be quiet and all this sort of stuff.
yeah.
It's
That
amazing.
worked.
Well, exactly, you know.
Oh dear. But the thing is, you know, what I'm trying to sort of not preach to people, but you know, less is more, isn't it? You know, you don't need all of the bells and whistles and shiny things.
No.
Just
But then it's a
It's
different
easy.
era.
yeah, it is.
And we could play football in the street. You can't play football in the street now.
That's right. Yeah, I always did, didn't
You
I?
know, we cleared a bomb site to give ourselves a football pitch. We cleared it of all the rubble, the bricks, and we went down with a stick with a thing on the bottom to try and flatten down the lumps, and you stand on it.
Yeah.
And we just put cokes down and play football for hours.
yeah.
Just amazing. Like I said, you can learn to control the football when you're playing on a bomb site.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, you ain't got
Exactly.
no pristine flat turf
No,
where you can
no.
zip the ball around. You know,
No.
the ball's coming that way and it bounces that way. You've got to be ready to run that way.
Yeah. If your
Yeah.
plastic ball burst, you have to save up
Yeah.
12 and sixpence or 17 and 6, depending on
I
what
remember
one.
some of them old heavy leather balls when they got full of water. You head them things, they'll break your bloody neck. You couldn't do that now.
Well, we had a thing in our
No.
local paper, someone had put in there about blowing up the old-fashioned footballs in the like 40s and 50s. Well, my school, Kent Street, our sportsmaster, Mr. Barney, if you misbehave, that's what he'd make you do. You had to go into the sports shed, get all the footballs out, blow them up, lace them,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then you had to take him in and show him.
yeah,
And if he thought you'd done wrong,
do it again.
he'd undo it, kick you out, and tell you to come back later
And
on.
I bet he did that.
And if you still got it wrong, he'd make you polish and clean his motorbike.
No way.
You know, so you had all
He's
that.
got that, mate. I mean, that's pretty much slave labour right there.
Well, we all had that, but
Yeah.
you didn't think anything different.
Mm.
I was very crap at mathematics. And once a week, we used to do a 10 question on maths after your lesson. And every week, if I got 5, that was very, very good.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I'll get 3, 2. One day, and I'd always get hammered. You'd take me out, you'd either throw a blackboard rubber at you, or he'd take you out the front, in front of the class, tell you how crap you were at what you were doing, give you a good hide and send you back. But this one time, I really tried, and it fell quite right, and I got 7 out of 10. Guess what he done? Accused me of cheating. Threw the blackboard rubber at me, pulled me out in front of the class, and give me another bloody good hide, and sent me off to polish his motorbike.
So you can't bloody win.
So I thought, sod this, you can't win.
Oh, blooming hell.
And then we had to go down to
Some of the teachers.
3 of us, the worst 3 in our class. I was in the B stream, the worst 3. We were sent down to the C stream to do maths. So they say, right, math lessons, you, Trevor and Michael, I can't remember the other one, Warren, off you go to the C stream. Now normally that would take you 10 minutes to walk from the classroom out, down the road, round the corner to this building which is like an annex,
Yeah.
up 2 or 3 flights of stairs, and then in you went. So you had like 5 minutes to get there, but we were always late. For obvious reasons. We would dawdle, we would play fight, we would do this.
Yeah, he didn't want to be there.
And when we get in there, he said, oh, sorry we're late, we were, you know,
Make some
and all this sort of stuff.
Always have a cover story.
Well, that's right.
Always
But
works.
because I was very good at history, and the teacher in the C stream, doing maths for the C stream, what they would do, they would fire me up to ask him a military question.
Oh, that's handy.
We did find out later that he was in the Royal. He was a swordfish pilot in the Second World War. I found out this much later.
Right.
But he used to tell all these stories about the Japanese prisoner of war camps. So I would ask him a silly question, and he would forget about maths.
Yeah.
Tell you all
Where's
his war stories.
in elaborate? Yeah.
You know, so all
I
of a
know
sudden
what
he
you
said,
mean.
right, oh my God, boys, so and so, right, you better get some. And he'd put stuff up.
So you
and,
manipulated him.
but he loved it.
Some of them are good. Like that.
He'd rather talk about his bloody war stories than he would about teaching us snotty nosed kids about maths. That was brilliant. Then we had to go back to our classroom. So out you go, and you dawdle back, and by the time you got back to your classroom in the B street,
Bit of a jolly, wasn't it?
you were late again. Sorry, sir, Mr. Emerson kept us behind.
Yeah,
But you knew full well that once they got into the like
It was a
teacher-
game, wasn't it?
yeah, once they got into teacher's common room, they'd all get together and you know. Yeah, it was great fun.
Awesome.
Okay, we got the coals perfect, which is nice. We got the spuds already cooked, they keep them warm. And we got some ribeye steak straight from the butcher's. I'm gonna go straight onto the coals.
Oh no.
Now, I have been told by a chef friend of mine that they should be oiled. But we've got no oil, so we're gonna hope for the best. And there they are. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on them and fork them over whenever we think it's needed to turn them over, I guess. Right, they've been on there a while. See the blood coming through there, look. Oh, baby. You just know they're going to be nice and tender on the inside. It's quite warm in there, you know.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I've just melted my fingers.
No. I get blood on my knife.
I use a stick, getting them coals off of there. That's probably one of the reasons why you might have to put oil in it, but I can pick them bits off, that's all.
Needs necessitate.
Oh man, look how tender that is. And the smell, you know, you've got that barbecued, char grilled steak smell. That's everywhere right now. It's bloody lovely, isn't it? It really is.
Let's get some more of them hot coals around here, eh? Let's get some.
I'm going to chuck one of them spuds in there.
Yeah, you're itching for them spuds right now, aren't you?
I can keep it open and.
Whoa!
You like that?
Damn, that's hot. Wow, that's so pretty, isn't it? Imagine if this was dark, how nice that would look. Because we've still got loads of daylight now, haven't we? Right, I think I'm going to use the fork. Oh, stroke. Is it soft or is it still hard? Oh, baby, take me home. Oh, the smell. I can smell it now.
Yeah.
That is real jacket spud. Oh, that smells really nice, doesn't it? We haven't got any butter or nothing, but I think that's going to be fine as it is, isn't it? Because it's all fluffy.
We just used to eat these with our fingers.
Wow, caveman
Well,
style.
we all had sheath knives and
Yeah,
jackknives.
used to open carry back then, there. Not anymore. Can't carry knives around. People just get stabbed to death with kitchen knives instead. It doesn't make any sense, does it? All good?
Oh yeah.
Right, I think the steak's done. Straight in there.
Oh,
And I know that jacket spud's cooked. 'Cause look at that.
jacket spud is
Just-
so
Just
reminiscent.
glides through there. And it tastes so much, it smells so much better than what you get out of the oven too, isn't it? Right, now we've got the coals. They've done their bit now. We're not cooking no more on the coals, so we can start putting the semi-charred logs back on there.
Takes me right back to bonfire night. Oh, the taste is amazing. Talk about sending your memory buds into bloody.
Back into overdrive, isn't it?
Oh,
But this is the thing, it doesn't have to be all bells and whistles. Some, you know, one of my sayings what I like is less is more, isn't it? The simple it is, usually the better it is.
well, you never get this taste any other way.
Nah, you can't, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can put them jacket spuds in the microwave, then in the oven, or just in the oven, and
You
they're
just won't
alright.
get it.
But this is
Oh,
it's a whole new level, isn't it?
this is just ace.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Well, I think what I'm going to do is up the coals off of there and just give that 10 minutes to rest, you know. Because that's been working hard on them coals, you know. But you know what? You don't really need the oil. It just brushes them straight off, doesn't it?
no.
That's all right. Right. Dying to see what it's like. Oh, look how tender that is. Oh yeah, do you know what? Yeah, that's proper medium to medium rare, that.
Oh,
That seriously is good eating right there. This is where it's at.
oh.
You won't believe how good the steak is. Pretty special, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I've got a little bit on the end there, it's a bit undercooked.
Oh, that's a shame. You know, you go to a restaurant and you get like a flame grilled steak and it costs you a fortune.
Mm.
Look how tender that is. And it is that char grilled taste. I'm going to find out where he is. Some of these people on these bloody motorways. It really is juicy, that's lovely now. Okay, we got the tops knife, never used it, but I thought while I brought it along I might as well give you guys a little look. It's a very trustworthy tool. You do very well to break this, alright? Just look how thick it is. It's an absolute tank. And if I can recommend knives that are strong, which aren't custom knives, Tops knives do some really good quality stuff. I don't know any cases of any of them breaking, maybe of extreme misuse, but for me, I've battened this to hell and back and give it a seriously hard time, and she just keeps coming back for more. So it's absolutely true, you do get what you pay for, and it's full tang,
and it's a pry bar if need be. And, yeah, long may Tops continue making such fine, awesome bits of kit, because they really are. It's built to last, for sure. Well, this is the life. The cigars on the go now, the fire's nice, everything's pucker now. Even the birds have calmed down, haven't
It's quiet apart from the ripple. The ripple of the stream and that tosser on his motorbike.
they? And the tosser on the motorbike. Yeah, people on noisy motorbikes. Yeah, they really do need to be picked off of a Barrett 50, I think.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, let them play on some other back roads, but not round here. What are they like? You can hear them. Well, some of them are going really fast on that road, aren't they? You can hear them.
Yeah,
They're doing well over a ton 50. As I said, one of these days you're going to hear that noise come to an abrupt stop, and you think that person's just died. There's no way they're going to walk from that. That's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, enough of all that bullshit.
We're just chilling out.
Yeah.
Another 10 minutes, we'll all be tucked up in our little bivouacs.
No, you speak for yourself.
Oh look, looks like my feet are on fire.
What time is it anyway? God, it's not even 10 o'clock yet and his feet are on fire. What have you done, your plates of meat there, sir? Oh. Well, it is. It's one of those bloody reset buttons again, isn't it? Just,
Yep. Chill out.
yeah, very, very nice. And tell you what, before we forget, thanks to all of you guys watching and commenting on the videos too. Really is.
Yep.
Very much appreciated, isn't it?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You know, look, I remember you saying when we was kids, you know, if you haven't got anything good to say, don't say it at all. Innit?
Don't say it at all.
It's true. You know, why do negative stuff? All it does, it doesn't solve or achieve anything. You know, just be nice. There you go.
Much easier to be
That's
nice.
Yeah, it's a free tip. Just be nice to people. That's it. All of a sudden the world's a better place. It's not hard, is it? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're being philosophical now.
Yeah, where's the fire, isn't it? It's the bush TV, they call it.
Yeah,
Yeah, them flames do something to your head. In a good way.
absolutely.
Yeah, in a bad way if you get too close.
Yeah, like my feet are on fire.
Oh man, you're just chilling. This is the life, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Should do this every year, you know.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, why not? What do you reckon? An annual video every year doing this? Put it in the comments below, people. We'll get this licked. Christ, my boots are on fire. It's all gone quiet, said Custard. Oh my God, we finally found Black Maggot. Right, that's awesome, had a great time. Now, one of the things I always try and do is arrange the burning logs in such a way that they'll burn themselves out without needing any help. So that's sorted. That should be just ash in the morning. Our little friend's been lighting up everything. And there he is, getting into his DOS bag. Nice and warm in there, isn't it?
It will be.
It will be. Yeah, yeah. Night, Pop.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Good tag.
See you guys in the morning. Oh, morning people. Captain Hexy's on the case. Well, do you know what? In all the years I've been doing this, I've never ever had breakfast in bed before. This is the first. I'm going to have to get some Hexy box. I've not got many left. I've got a plan.
Plan B.
Yeah, my mate Scott from Wessex Blades and my man Jasper. That should work. Because in my opinion, for cooking, boiling the bag foods, Hexy's definitely way in front of anything else. In my opinion.
In my humble opinion, don't it?
Yeah, of course. Everyone's got opinions, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, awesome. There's how many did you put in there? 2, 3?
2 blocks.
2 blocks all broken up in there. So there's 2 meals in there. 2 blocks broken up. About a third filled with water. That should be fine. Excellent stuff. No?
The hot bit.
You got a hot bit. So you got beans, sausage, and potato in there. Wow. Do you know?
The gods when you're camping.
Do you know what? Eating out of these bags is awesome, isn't it? No washing up involved.
No.
Yeah, really convenient. I mean, the
That's
rain.
Good guys, we take our rubbish home.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I will sort out people who don't. I'm not having that. And the rain is very, very slowly starting to ease off as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah. What's the chances of turning the bag inside out, licking the bag clean?
Every chance. It's up to you whether you want to do it on camera or not, though.
But not today.
I thought you might say that. Oh, that's the old spoon that comes with it, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. I like that idea.
Yeah, Andy.
I think my granddaughter liked that.
I think so. Yeah, I was saying earlier, so I'll get my dad 1 or 2 of them little stoves from somewhere, and some Hexy blocks, and some. What do you think she'll like? Sausages and beans for starters, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, she'd eat that, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she'd have a go.
And yeah, when you're off in the out in the woods or out and about, boom, there it is. Hello, good morning, and yes, we're up and about, all clean and sorted. And what I can tell you at this moment in time is the insect repellent is unbelievable. It really is incredible. The last application I put on was 2100 last night, 9 o'clock, and the second time was 10 o'clock this morning. So not one bite. Very good, very impressed. Breakfast has been done. Might get some coffee on the go, not sure yet. We just got up and squaring away some admin right now. So I want to have a little wander and see what's been going on. The rain's finally stopped at long last. Here we are. Yeah, Dad's been getting used to packing away the self-inflating mats. Yeah, there's a definite knack to those, and do you know what? I might do a video just on doing this because I've seen so many people do it wrong. So I will be doing a video just on that. Okay. So that's all good. That smells interesting. What's been going on in there, you know? And the bashes have held up well. No one's got wet, which is perfect. What I did find was the new MTP ones. I think the very early ones, when they first come out, actually leaked all the way along the seam. You ask Contact Right 07 and you ask Mind Wiseman about that. They will both tell you they went out in wet conditions and everything got soaking wet because it leaked. Always a big fan of the DPM one myself, from personal preference. And yeah, I don't know if we can do this once a year, but it'd be cool. So stick in the comments if you want to see that, and we'll see what you can do. I think everyone should have father and son time. Definitely has to be done. Right, whilst we're packing away, it's a little opportunity to show you guys this British Army 3/4 length self-inflating mat, the new one and the old one. Now, the brand new one
Oh, I love it. It's really good. There's the older one. So you want to look at the difference in the thickness, okay? There's a clear difference, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that very well. But this one is quite considerably thicker than this one, and they're both fully inflated right now as well. So they're both, it's both a fair comparison, right? Obviously, the difference is when you pack them. Now, the older one, as you saw earlier, was a lot smaller in pack size than the big one. So that's the trade-off, right? I think it's going to be very hard to produce something this thick, this hard wearing, this cheap, which will pack the same size as that. So it's just one of them things. But I just thought I'd just show you the comparison nonetheless. All right.
Come on. Hey, Wilson, my man. How you doing?
You got a stick yet? Where's your stick? Where's your stick? Not up there.
Wills, get a stick.
Oh, here's a character, that one.
Is that your stick?
Is that your stick? You see, I want this stick. I want this stick. I did a strange old wood this morning.
Yeah, he's got wood, look.
Oh, there you go. You're taking it. Where are you taking it to?
You're joking. Look at the size of that stick.
Where are you going to take it, Wills? Wills!
Yeah.
Oh.
What should we call him? The dam buster?
He's busting up dams pretty good.
Oh. Come on in.
Are you playing or what?
He'd be here all day. Yeah. You see the mood he's in.
Yeah. Oh, what a lovely dog.
He's 11 next week.
Wow. You're still a kid, mate.
You're still a kid.
Alright, so near the end of the video now, we've just tied it up and we've made sure we haven't left any trace at all. Dad was keeping there where it's all dry, obviously. And the fire, you can see actually, it was there. And that's all been backfilled, stamped down and then covered over with the loose litter. We didn't even have to wet it because obviously the torrential rain, it just put it right out, which was good. And that's where I was staying there with all of the dry stuff. So we're all good. Okay, that's it for another long video. Thanks for tagging along again. I can't let my dad carry all the heavy stuff, so he's on light duties.
I'm the lantern man.
And I've got the real stuff. So thanks ever so much for your support, and we'll catch you on another video. Thanks for watching. Stay fun. Go on then, off we go.
We're off.
Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boy, they wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.